Welcome to RDR2, and thanks for joining us. Today we are going to learn how to craft the legendary elk ranged gloves. Now you probably already know that we need a legendary elk pelt, so the question is, where do we find it? Well, our search for the legendary elk pelt takes us a little bit east of Fort Wallace, or the Vaca Station, just north of the railroad tracks, and that's where you're going to be searching for clues. The hardest clue, of course, to find is clue number 1, which we've highlighted right here. What you're going to want to do, of course, is when you go up to the clue, when you find that question mark, which should show up on your compass, you're going to want to hold down the triangle button.
What's this then?
So the good news is that we've completed the first of 3 clues. Now we just got to find clues number 2 and 3. If you'll notice, we've kind of frozen time there, and what we're doing is we are tracking the animal. Now, how exactly do you track? Well, what you do is you take the L3 and R3 buttons on your controller and you press them in, and that will activate the tracking feature, which will make it much easier to find clue number 2, clue number 3, and of course that legendary elk. Right here, we once again hold down the triangle button to inspect the third and final clue, and now all we have to do is find the elk. One question many of you may have is, what weapon should I use to get the thing? And the good news is, you do not have to worry about pelt quality. So what that means is you can use whatever weapon you want. In this example right here, we are using the repeating shotgun. But once again, you can use whatever weapon you want. One word of caution, I tried to use dynamite arrows on the ghost bison. I got the thing down, but I couldn't skin it. There we have it. We have the legendary elk, and we are firing away. Now that we got the thing down, the next order of business, of course, is to skin the thing. And what we're going to do to skin it, of course, is hold down the triangle button once we get done admiring the quality of the animal right there. And then, of course, the next order of business is going to be to find a trapper to bring it to. Now, the good news is if something happens to you, the pelt is automatically sent once, of course, you've got the skin and put on your horse. So, once again, there are 5 different trapper locations you can go to. Which one you choose, of course, is up to you. We are going to head to the one in Tall Trees, just north of McFarland's Ranch. Now that we have all the necessary ingredients, all we need to do, of course, is go to the nearest trapper, which is right behind us here. Now, I assume that you know how to sell with this guy, so what we are going to do, of course, is hold down L2 and the triangle button to buy from him. We're going to go to Garments Sets, hit X to select there. You're going to scroll all the way down to item number 8. It is referred to as the Ghost Bison. And of course, we are looking at the legendary elk ranged gloves for 13 bucks. Hit X to craft. And there you have it. You have the gloves. You can always, of course, go back and get out of there. And of course, that is going to wrap this up. I am signing out. I would like to thank you for watching and wish you good luck.
Safe travels.